Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back. I know this is not the best view. I know I'm chopped off, but this is the best setup that I could do. Okay. Um, we're down here to talk about Married to Medicine. Listen, we're just gonna talk. We're gonna talk about the episode, of course, but I think there's some things that need to be said. I don't know everything, and sometimes I get stuff incorrect. My opinion is my opinion. Your opinion is yours. I try my hardest to make sure that my opinion is based off what I see. Sometimes my opinion is based off of emotions. Okay. Emotions make you cry sometimes. Okay. Um sometimes my opinion is based off of emotions, right? Like I was really worked up this episode because I realized what was going on, especially at the end of this episode when the dinner scene started and everybody was looking around making these weird faces. I said, "Oh, this is an ambush. This is clear as day." I don't watch every reality TV show. Even when I review certain shows like Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Real Housewives of New Jersey, it got to the point where some of you would tell me, "Girl, you don't have to come in and always give us a disclaimer that you ain't watched previous seasons." Because I didn't want people to come and watch my videos and think that I had watched seasons 1 through 9 when I just started watching Beverly Hills season 10. You see what I'm saying? Now, of course, I've watched episodes here and there, but I hadn't watched full seasons. So I would always let it be known, listen, I ain't watched the previous season, so I can't go into the details of what happened with so and so and so and so and so and so. I always let it be known. Um, I've watched every season of Married to Medicine. There are probably about 1 or 2 episodes from the first season that I didn't finish watching, and plus the reunion. Besides that, those 1 or 2 episodes and the reunion, I've watched every season, every episode. These ladies are not friends like that, like that, like that. I see a lot of people talking about, oh, this is a sisterhood. This is a friend circle. Girl, these girls do not fool with each other like that. Toya's exact words when they first sat down, her, Simone, Jackie, and Heavenly was, this is the first time we've all met in years. That's crazy. That's what she said. Now I'm trying to figure out, how do y'all all live in Atlanta or surrounding areas, surrounding cities, and this is the first time that y'all have met up with each other in years? Girl, because y'all not cool like that. Because quiet as it's kept, Jackie don't fool with none of them. You barely see Jackie and Toya even hold a conversation. If we're going to be honest about it, she never fooled with Mariah. She fooled with Heavenly because I think Heavenly forces her to be her friend. Her and Simone ain't cool like that. I don't think so, anyways. Heavenly don't fool with Toya like that. Every time I look up, Heavenly is dragging Toya. The only reason why she's not dragging Toya this season is because they got a new person that they had set their sights on, which was Quad. She don't fool with Simone like that, girl. Toya and Dr. Simone only became cool because the truth of the matter is Simone wasn't fooling with nobody. She was mad at Jackie. She didn't fool with Quad. She couldn't stand Heavenly. Her and Contessa wasn't cool when Contessa was on the show. So who else can I be friends with? Because at one point, Toya was all type of dummies, according to Simone. Girl, Contessa and Toya wasn't cool. We all know that. But what nobody fooling with Toya. So Toya became cool with Contessa. Now, mind you, this is, I think, after Dr. Contessa called her husband the definition of a big ass bitch. These ladies are not friends like that. So when I see people get online talking about, oh, it's a sisterhood and they're real friends, no, they are not. You cannot call yourself real friends and y'all all live 30 minutes away from each other. And this is the first time y'all have met up in years. Girl, y'all acting like y'all scattered all across the United States of America, girl. Y'all 30 minutes from each other. This was a takedown. And at the end of that takedown was Quad. I think I see people keep saying, "Oh, this is what Quad gets because girl of what happened to Mariah." I just watched the entire interview with Mariah and Carlos King. Those ladies never fooled with Mariah. I don't think it's fair to put all of that on the shoulders of Quad. No, Quad did not like Mariah. They were going through their things. And maybe it's me, and maybe I'm giving the ladies too much, but this is a group of most of them. Okay, no shade. But most of these women in this group, they're successful, they're smart. So when we try to go down this road of, oh, Quad made them, girl, Quad ain't told these ladies to do nothing. They never cared for Mariah from the get go. And once they found out Mariah didn't have no power like that to the point where she could fire and hire or cut the checks, they said, oh, girl, we've been kissing her tail for no reason. So it looked as if they were probably, backing up Quad. No, they just didn't like Mariah. It ain't no different than what Giselle did with Monique and Candace. Giselle Bryant never had Candace's back in that whole Monique situation. Candace thought that Giselle had her back. No, 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 no. Giselle just didn't like Monique. Okay? And once she saw that door crack open to get Monique or try to get Monique off the show, she pulled out every stop. I want no parts of you. Girl. They'll attack that lady's motherhood and all types of stuff. So I think sometimes people get it confused of, oh, this person has so and so's back, this person did this. No, 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 no. Again, they just didn't like Mariah. And once they saw that door open to get Mariah or try and get Mariah off the show or try and push Mariah off the show or try to pull back from shooting with Mariah or whatever they needed to do in order to ice Mariah out, that's exactly what they did. Heavenly is my girl. I was so disappointed in Heavenly this episode. I really, really was. I finally came to realize that Heavenly don't care for Quad like that. Heavenly wants to do what's best for the show. And I thought about this. I think for me, I had in my head that because Heavenly would go to bat for Quad behind the scenes, because I think I think Quad has been on the chopping block more than a couple of times. I remember Dr. Heavenly saying out of her own mouth last year that she went to the producers or whoever got the power and said, I can't do this by myself. Y'all gonna have to bring Quad back. So I think that I was getting them being friends mixed up with what Heavenly thought was best for the show. At the time, Heavenly knew that Quad was needed for the show. So she did what was best for the show. That does not mean that Heavenly was friends with Quad. Because the last time we saw Nene Leakes, she was lunging at Kenya like she was about to spit on her. But to this day, Nene Leakes will still say that Kenya is needed for the show. You see what I'm saying? So I don't think that Heavenly really has ever been Quad's friend. I think that Heavenly knew that Quad was needed for the show. And now because they have Phadra, she feels like Quad isn't needed anymore. So we can just kick Quad to the curb. You can't continue to say that you're somebody's friend, and every time you get your ass down to YouTube, the first thing that flies out of your mouth is she's a hoe. And then you wonder why Quad goes MIA. You just called her a hoe the other day. Matter of fact, I think I just saw Heavenly down on the neighborhood talk talking about how Quad be over in Africa fucking Africans or something like that. But then Heavenly will then turn around and say, oh, girl, you just using me. You won't talk to me. You ghosted me. Well, girl, if you continue to keep calling the girl a hoe and she keep telling you that hurts my feelings, can you stop that? And you keep doing it, then what do you think is going to be the outcome? I'm so confused. Quad has done nothing to these ladies besides Toya. That's the only real beef on this show. Y'all can't name one thing outside of Quad hurting their feelings when she got down to the sister circle. Now, I got something for Quad, too. Don't get it twisted. I got something for Miss Quad. Miss Quad, she got it. She got it. I got something for her, too. So don't think that I'm just going to give it to the other girls and Quad not going to get a piece either, because that's not how this is going to go. Quad, besides hurting these ladies' feelings, has done nothing to this group of women. When you think about the things that they have done, it is low down, dirty, and some nasty work. Y'all want to sit here and scream at the rooftop. And I think the thing that bothers me the most is that you have these women who have these degrees, who are smart. And then I think sometimes that comes into play and they think that they're smarter than everybody. And if you call bullshit, now they running down to the YouTube trying to switch up the story. Girl, no, 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 no. This is exactly what it is. Quad ain't never did nothing to y'all that couldn't be rectified. Ever. Now I can go down the list and tell y'all why exactly Quad don't fuck with y'all. Quad has a problem with communicating the truth. Quad don't fuck with you, Simone, or any of you other ladies, because after she told y'all, or after y'all found out that her ex-husband was dragging her around the house by her lace front, y'all still welcome this man back into the group with open arms and his new wife. Now the new wife ain't did nothing to Quad. But how dare you want to call this a sisterhood? And then after you find out that this man has put his hands on me, I don't give a damn who started the fight. The point that I'm trying to make is this. If it's my sister, if it's my brother, and you told me a nigga to put his hands on you, I don't have shit for that nigga. I don't have shit for him. Even if you told me that you hit him first, I would say, girl, you was wrong. But I still don't fuck with him either. Now you my sister, I'm gonna hold you accountable. You should have kept your hands to yourself. But I'm not gonna be smiling in on nigga's face that done pulled my friend's hair, done pulled her around the house by her hair. That's just not gonna happen. And then y'all wonder why Quad don't really want to fuck with y'all. Girl, the writings are clearly on the wall, girl. It's self-explanatory. Last year, Simone sat her ass down with Toya and Contessa at a table and tried to push the narrative that Quad was out here handing out coochie for countertops. Y'all don't remember that scene? Y'all don't remember that scene? And then we'll turn around and then tell Quad that she's playing the victim. When Quad says, I don't feel like I have a safe space, or you just playing the victim. If Quad was to go get that bitch that Curtis was trolloping around the busiest airport in the world, Jackie would have a fit. I don't have to tell you that it makes me uncomfortable that you're hanging around my ex-husband and his new wife. The same way you wouldn't have to tell me that it makes you uncomfortable that I may be friends with with a heifer who your nigga cheated on you with. Just like Simone don't have to tell Quad that it will make me uncomfortable if you brought Tammy, the woman that almost broke up my marriage, whatever her name was. Sandra, Tammy, Tommy, Bobby, Robbie, I don't know. You don't have to tell me that that makes you uncomfortable. You should already know as a grown-ass 50-plus-year-old woman. So you got Heavenly down to the YouTube calling Quad a hoe every time she turn on the camera. You got Jackie hanging around the ex-wife, hanging around the new wife, the ex-husband who was abusive to her. You got Simone, who's also still friends with the ex-husband. And y'all are welcoming this new woman into this friend group. Girl, I've been friends with y'all for 10 years off and on. And you just welcome this new woman into this group like it ain't nothing. When the gag is, as childish as it may sound, as childish and immature as this may sound, as soon as they found out that Sweet Tea was going to be headed down to the Merit to Medicine, they should have been like, we're going to get that hoe. Oh, she want to come down here and be a part of the friend circle? Oh, we getting her ass. That's how you back up your friends. Even though Sweet Tea ain't did nothing to nobody. And even though it might sound childish, you don't get to come over here and then bring the nigga who used to put his hands on my friend and we supposed to hug and kiss each other and hang out. But then y'all again wonder why Quad don't want to fool with y'all. Y'all done called the girl a hoe. Y'all done said she done gave coochie out to a married man. I think the contractor was married too. Y'all done said the girl done gave out coochie to get her house finished. Sat around, had conversations about it. Embraced her abuser. Embraced the ex-wife. And then when she tell y'all, I don't have a safe space, you sit here and say, girl, you're playing the victim. Now tell me, based off what we know they have done to Quad, what has Quad done on that level to them? Because when I asked y'all this in my last video, a lot of people in the comment sections, they were saying basically the same thing. Sister circle, sister circle, sister circle, sister circle. Girl, I get it. I'm not saying that our feelings are not valid because they are, no matter the age. But what I'm saying is when you look at the big picture, who done worse? These girls are not friends like that at all. When these cameras go down, girl, these girls are not fooling with each other. Like I said, Jackie don't fool with none of them. You ain't seen Jackie say nothing to Toya damn near this whole season. Girl, you had Heavenly the other day telling the group about what Jackie was gonna think about the room swap, and Simone just standing there, but they supposed to be besties. I would think the person who been best friends with this lady the longest would know exactly what she would think or how she would feel. Hello, I told you we're just talking. They need to go ahead and they need to start shipping people off of this show, and I'm gonna tell you why. As soon as I heard Simone, Dr. Simone say, so we're the core four, I say chop. Let it go. It's time to start releasing the girls to the community. When y'all start to have these alliances, it starts to ruin the show. They did it over at Beverly Hills. They do it over at Potomac. And now they're doing it over at Meriton Medicine. As soon as I heard her say, so we're the core four, that's all I needed to hear. It's time to start releasing the ladies to the community. Y'all don't have to want to be on a show with Quad. That's fine. But the way y'all did that girl to get her off the show is absolutely dirty. And then I see clips around the internet about Heavenly talking about how Quad could stop production. Now listen, you can't be down to the job cussing out your employer, period, point blank. I don't give a damn how mad they make you. At the end of the day, girl, you can lose your job. And that's exactly what Quad did. But it sounds like to me, Quad got beside herself. She was probably in her feelings while trying to renegotiate her contract. I heard she didn't get what she wanted. Y'all want me to shoot a show with my former abuser and his new wife. You don't want to give me money. So I could see why Quad was upset. I wish you would have handled it differently. But the truth of the matter is that ain't got a fuck thing to do with them ladies. Nothing. What's going on between Quad and production of Bravo? That ain't got nothing to do with y'all. The only thing that Dr. Heavenly told me in that video when she brought up production, that clip that's going around, is that y'all did production's dirty work for them. That's the only thing I got from it. Because again, I'm still waiting for y'all to tell me what the fuck Quad done to y'all. And please don't bring up Sister Circle. Somebody says Dr. Simone was down to the internet talking about, oh, she ain't invited me to her house. Girl, why would you think you deserve an invitation to my house when you still hanging out with the nigga who put his hands on me? Hello? Now, it might be best that Quad is not a part of the show. That's fine. But like I said, girl, y'all handled Quad. It was so disrespectful to me. So disrespectful. So disrespectful. Then you got Toya talking about we going to Napa. It doesn't make sense for Quad to be basically to be there. I'll be meeting with real VPs and I want them to see us in a positive light. Toya, girl, the truth of the matter is you got into a fist fight your first season in a ball gown and you got into a fight last year. If the people don't see y'all in a positive light, it's not because of Quad. It's because of your ghetto ass who can't control her goddamn hands. Let's just call a thing a thing. Toya, you lack self-control, not Quad. Even when Quad could have wiped Lisa Nicole all around goddamn Atlanta, she still had enough self-control not to whoop her ass. Everybody can be replaced. Everybody. It's another Quad out there. But if y'all think that this show is going to succeed based off of who they have now, y'all are clearly mistaken. Because let's just go down the line. Heavenly gonna do what she need to do. I'm gonna give my girl that. She gonna do what she need to do. Toya don't bring nothing to the show. If we gonna be honest about it, people don't laugh with Toya. People laugh at Toya. Since Toya has been on the show, she has been the joke of the show. Yes, people talk about Toya, but they're not talking about Toya because she's just this amazing reality TV star. They're talking about Toya because girl, Miss Thing had about 15 addresses since she's been on TV. They're talking about Toya because girl, she has financial problems. But girl, y'all claim to have all this goddamn money. They're talking about Toya because she throws herself a party because girl, she finally paid her bills. They're talking about Toya because nobody understands how you can have a platform as big as Bravo and you don't do shit with it until your 10th season. Past that, Toya brings nothing to Married to Medicine. Dr. Simone is my girl. But Dr. Simone past cussing and fussing and drinking, Dr. Simone ain't talking about shit this season either. Every time I look up, the only scenes that I have seen outside of the friend circle are scenes with Cecil fussing about Miles being lazy and pushing bomb status. Am I lying? What Jackie got going on? Because every time I see her, she in the goddamn office with the Brad and Judy. Hello? Dr. Alicia, why the fuck she even on the show? So why y'all trying to make her room with Dr. Alicia? Y'all should have been giving Dr. Alicia a one-way ticket to her ass back home. Girl, go home. Girl, we didn't heard you say 3 lines. We damn near done shot. We damn near on half of the season. Phadra is over there getting a free check. Y'all ain't learned nothing new about Phadra. Phadra scammed her way onto Married to Medicine, said she was dating a doctor. The first episode, they put the goddamn emojis over this man's face. Everything that Phadra has done thus far on Married to Medicine has been tied to Quad. Hello, am I lying? And Sweet Tea was brought onto the show just to be a joke. If anybody should have been introducing Sweet Tea to the group, it should have been Toya because Toya and Quad have a real beef, and Toya has no what's the word I'm looking for? She doesn't have any loyalty to Quad. I don't know why Heavenly thinks that Quad will not be bothered by you being my friend and then introducing this woman to our friend group. Quad, you got the big head. We're gonna call a thing a thing. Quad became the fan favorite. I think Quad started to smell herself. I do. I think when Quad got that job down to Sister Circle, I think that Quad thought that she was gonna be, girl, the next great Wendy Williams, girl, The View, girl, The Talk. I think that Quad can be a diva, and not always in a good way. I could see why the ladies could be pissed off, especially if Quad in the past was showing up to scenes late. Girl, we gotta start, bitch. We've been waiting on you for the last hour. So I get them being upset in the past. This season, I think, was a little different because, girl, y'all probably knew that Quad was trying to get more money, get her contract together. So you know why Quad wasn't hanging around. Y'all wanted Quad to just come back to the show, not ask for more money, and just start filming with her ex-husband and the new wife. Would y'all do it? Would y'all do it? If they decided to bring around the girl who cheated, who was with Curtis, who Curtis cheated on Dr. Jackie with Dr. Jackie being the businesswoman that she is, would she not probably go to Bravo and ask for a few extra coins? Or she might leave the show. If they wanted to bring the woman who damn near caused a divorce between Cecil and Dr. Simone, you don't think that Dr. Simone would ask for a few coins? Hello? I don't like the way they did Quad. I really don't. I really honestly don't. I think it's dirty. And I think that they're doing the producers dirty work. And I think also this. I think that with all the allegations going on at Bravo, I think that with the allegations of racism and colorism going on, they knew that they could not fire a black woman. And on top of that, a dark skinned black woman. So those black women down to Married to Medicine, girl, got together and said, we're going to get her up out of here. And on top of that, we got Phadra Parks. And Phadra, again, ain't bringing shit to the motherfucking show. I don't care how you slice it and dice it. Simone says Squad has not accepted any responsibility. Y'all haven't either. Y'all haven't either. I wish my friends would be talking about a brotherhood and a sisterhood. And girl, y'all treat me like some outsider, and then get mad when I don't want to fool with y'all. Get mad because I only want to fool with y'all when it's time to come to work. Outside of that, I really don't. Quad is not a good communicator. She's really not. Because I can almost guarantee my last $2. This is what's been bothering Quad. How y'all treated Quad when she was going through her divorce after you found out what you found out, and look how y'all are treating that girl now. It's absolutely disgusting to me. Heavenly says Quad abandons a relationship when she needs you. She abandons a relationship with you, Heavenly, because like I said, every time we look up, you calling the girl a hoe. Or saying she flying over to Africa, insinuating she fucking men. Hello? That's why she abandons a relationship. Girl, one plus one equals two. Ain't none of these women dumb. Taria says we need to hold Quad accountable. The Taria and Quad beef goes back 10 years. I don't know who started the beef. I don't know. I think that it's unfair. While yes, Quad did talk about a rumor or push a rumor last year, Quad was not the only one. Quad was not on that goddamn phone by herself. She was talking to Heavenly, if we're gonna be honest about it. Anila, hello? And Anila and Taria are back cool. I put they call themselves a core four. Absolutely not. It's time to break it up. When y'all start having these girl in your face alliances, it's a wrap for me. Because I know what road we about to go down. It ain't no different than what Karen trying to tell Lisa Milan. You gotta respect the OGs. Girls, stop. That's where y'all start to get the game fucked up. Cecil, Simone, Simone buying the boys a condo. Hello. I don't understand the whole realtor stuff. Y'all can break it down to me. I didn't know because I watch House Hunters all the time, and I've seen husbands and wives girl get on the show, and the husband or the wife who's a realtor girl they showing the houses to their spouse. So I was so confused on why it was maybe it's different in Georgia girl, but I was so confused on why it was Cecil who's a girl who's a realtor girl they meeting up with another realtor. I was confused about that. I don't know, child. But they're buying Miles and Michael a condo, 350,000. I thought that was cute. I don't think there's anything wrong. Simone got the money to help your kids out. Again, when we start to push that line of girl being a bum, just because you come from money, just because you have generational wealth, that does not give you a license to be a bum. I think that's the thing. Like somebody left a comment talking about it was one of y'all. I love y'all to pieces. Black people have a problem with spoiling, with seeing other kids spoiled. I would say that might have some truth to it. But I think in this case, what I'm saying is that I don't have a problem with the black parents who have money spoiling their kids. I think where the problem starts to come in for me is in this situation, it just looks like Curtis. It looks like Cecil is raising and okaying Miles being bummish. And if Dr. Simone is saying that he's going to be 26, I'm assuming this May, what if he's not done with school and you got Cecil talking about he just not done? Sweetie, that man is almost 30 fucking years old. Why would he not be done with school? He ain't got no other responsibilities. Y'all paying all his bills. And so you got Dr. Simone sitting here inside of the condo trying to put her foot down and telling them basically, Miles, you have 1 year, Michael, you have 2 years. And then you got Cecil standing beside Miles pretty much giggling. Girl, what is going on? You need to be standing beside Simone telling them this is what's going on. Now, do I think that at the end of the year, if Miles not done, they're going to just put Miles on the street? No. But what I'm saying is, girl, y'all need to be a team. And you need to be stern with Simone, Dr. Simone. Toya and Eugene have a conversation. Toya say that she don't want to argue. Toya is a bold-faced motherfucking lie. As soon as Quad got to that house, girl, Toya was trying to pick a fight with Quad. I'm gonna break it down. The bus ride, heavenly. Girl, I'm so over this show. Girl, y'all, when I say y'all don't even understand, I think what it is, and I've said this before, and I don't have a problem saying it, sometimes we do get emotionally attached to these TV shows. And I think the reason why I'm so bothered is because I love this show. And I really don't have an issue with any of these women, right? I don't have no problem telling y'all the girls who I don't like. And I think that bothers me because I love Dr. Heavenly. I love Dr. Simone. I love Dr. Jackie because I think Dr. Jackie like a just bougie, like a bougie black woman. I live. Um, Toya is all right with me. I didn't have no issues with Dr. Contessa. Um, love Mariah. Love Quad. Dr. Heavenly. Dr. Simone and Quad are my favorites. So it just bothered me because I see like, girl, y'all really playing dirty. And for the life of me, I cannot think of what has happened in the last 10 seasons that Quad has done to y'all that was so bad. But when I start to look at the shit y'all done to this lady, girl, y'all move dirty and y'all been moving dirty. And then y'all wonder why the friendship is fractured. It ain't all because of Quad. Quad has played a part. Quad has played a part by not being honest and vocal about what the issue is. Quad goes around the bush. Quad is dramatic. She does a lot, but she just not pinpointing what the issue is. But even if she said what it was, they will still probably try to find a reason why it's not what it is. Um, Sweet Tea and Heavenly get into it. And another thing too, girl, Alora is gone. It's gonna get real tired. What Heavenly gonna do next year? I guess beef with another woman? Girl, what you gonna do? Because up until now, girl, your storyline, of course, has been your family. Well, Alora. And the beefing with the women. And Heavenly has done a great job at keeping the cameras off of her and her family. I'll give her that. Heavenly has been real smart about that. That's why I'm always giving Heavenly her flowers when it comes to that, because if you're gonna be a messy bitch all the way through and through and through. So then, girl, we don't even realize, because it took us about 4 or 5 seasons to realize, bitch, we don't know shit about Heavenly in her marriage, because Heavenly was smart enough to make sure that, girl, if I'm gonna keep the shit off of me or whatever, even if nothing going on in Heavenly's marriage, girl, if I want to make sure I don't have to discuss my marriage, I'm gonna have to step in here and be the messiest bitch on TV, and that's exactly what Heavenly has done. I don't like how she doing it this season. Um, Anyways, girl, I'm so over this. I'm so over this episode. Y'all don't understand how my feelings are hurt. They really are. Anyways, Toya didn't get quite a room. She said she wasn't sure if she was gonna come. Girl. Now this is after y'all set y'all black asses outside of the restaurant saying that y'all wanted Quad to come, or y'all were gonna make sure that Quad received an invite. And now Quad is pretty much around the corner, and you want to have a conversation about you not giving Quad a room. But you want to have a conversation with Eugene talking about you don't want to fight Quad. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Quad walks in. Toya says, you didn't have to bring your luggage. I'm telling y'all, Toya was trying to fight with Quad. Quad wouldn't take the bait. Quad knew what Toya was trying to do. I honestly didn't think you were coming. When we got here, everyone was scrambling because I didn't have your room. Phadra said no. Jackie said fuck no. This is what she's telling Quad. But she told Eugene she don't want to fight with Quad. But here you go, fucking with Quad. Because you want to fight Quad. Not necessarily, excuse me, physically fight Quad, but you want to fight Quad. And Quad is just letting it slide. Okay, girl, that's fine. I can go get me a room. I have my own money. No. We got you a room. You said all of that to say what? You could have just Quad could have walked in. You could have said, "Hey, Quad, how you doing, girl?" Girl, I didn't even think you was coming. But here go your room, girl. Quad jokes and says, "Y'all got me in a basement. Where you got me at, girl?" Dr. Simone, you think Toy would do you like that? Fuck yes, girl. Where's my room? There are some signs outside the door. Girl, if you're gonna be rude, if you're not gonna be a host, then girl, why the fuck invite her? Simone wants Quad to think everything is okay so they can get some answers. So basically, they don't want her to know that it's an ambush at the end of the night. Because what if she catches on and decides to leave? Toya asks Phaedra about her switching her flight. Did it have anything to do with Quad? Phaedra says no. Basically, this is what I think happened. Phaedra realized that the girls were trying to get Quad off the show. Phaedra also realized that she had pissed the girls off by pulling these stunts and shows with Quad. So I think once Phaedra caught wind of what was going on, Phaedra wanted to distance herself from Quad, which is why she purposely changed her flight so her and Quad would arrive together. It wouldn't look like a team, it wouldn't look like a duo. Quad is by herself. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Phaedra says we're good. Toya says that Quad looks like a fool. Now, mind you, Toya done walked up. Everybody else got looking cute, got on their little flats, got on their little heels. And you got Toya walking up with with an oversized sweater on and those old school Steve Madden those furry slippers. Y'all remember all the girls And some of the girls, some of the girls and the girls used to wear the shit out them slippers. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Them Steve Madden slippers that had all the fur on the top. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Heavenly says she wants Quad to be honest and that Phadra told her some stuff. Girl, Phaedra's probably the biggest liar in the group. This is you want to tell Quad, your friend, to be honest because you want to believe a woman who girl didn't even know what her due date was. Hello? You want to believe a woman who was throwing out allegations about Candy and Todd. That's who you gonna believe over your friend? Oh, okay. Um Quad gives Toya her flowers. Girl, I'm proud of you, blah, blah, blah. I think probably at that point, Quad had already caught on. So, girl, let me go in here and, girl, try and win the girls over. Quad tells Simone that she wasn't in the safe space. Simone tells Quad she was playing the victim. Heavenly says that Quad is using her. I don't think Quad is using you. I think that you've used Quad. I think that the truth of the matter is, you know that at one point on the show, you could not carry the show by yourself. That's why you went and told the people you can't do it by yourself. We need Quad. I think that Heavenly thinks that because she looked out for Quad in a way of her being on the show, that was her being a friend. I said this earlier, I'm saying it again. No. Heavenly was doing what was best for the show. Now it's really time to prove your friendship to Quad, and girl, you're failing miserably. Girl, because Heavenly really don't see it for Quad like that. Because if you did, you would not be doing what you're doing. Full stop. The only person that Heavenly considers a friend on this whole show is Jackie. Other than that, Heavenly don't fool with none of these bitches. Hello? For real. And the other girls don't fool with each other either. Heavenly has went to bat. Oh, anyways, then they start talking. I'm so over this shit. They start talking about basically. Heavenly basically starts telling the girls everything that Quad has said. I said, "Oh, girl, this is some nasty work." I said, "Girl, you can't. I can't even gossip with you, girl." Um, about what Quad has said about Phadra. Um, she says that even Jackie thinks that you're using me. She said that Quad came out and said that basically Dr. G told her that he did. Let me say something. I believe it. I'm I'm not saying that. How did Dr. G and Phadra just up and meet? I think that they met. I think they dated. Even if it was one date, they went on a date. I think that I think it was more than I think it was more than one date. I think that I don't know if they necessarily had sex. I mean, but Phaedra was fucking in a trap house, so I don't know. Hello. I think they had sex. I mean, I don't know if they had sex. I think that Phaedra basically was trying to make sure she wanted to basically girl shake Dr. G's pockets. She talking about girl $4,000. My bags cost $10,000. I don't know if your bags was $10,000 when you was walking around here, girl, defending Bobby Brown. No, you was back then, girl. You was giving a real, Tory Burch, Aldo type of fish. Now your bags might be $10,000, but probably at the time your bags wasn't $10,000. Okay, so she basically says that's what Greg told her. I believe it. I don't think Quad is lying. Anyways, that was pretty much an episode. They're gonna finish it off next week. They're kicking Quad off the show. It is what it is. I know y'all gonna bring a Mariah. I already know. Girl, do not y'all. I don't think it's fair to put that on Quad's shoulders. I don't. Those are grown ass women. They knew what the fuck was going on. Quad genuinely did not fuck with Mariah. You know another thing I wanted to say too. Shout out to Stacy. I think it was Stacy on Twitter that said one thing I can say about those heifers over there at Real Housewives of Atlanta, they never went so low like the girls on Married to Medicine when it came to Nene. As much shit as Nene got going on or had going on over at Bravo, you never heard those ladies come out and speak badly about Nene pertaining to her business and what was going on with Bravo. They left that shit alone. Anytime I even hear Kenya, Candy, To this day, they will still say, we want Nene back on the show. I think Nene would be great for the show. We miss Nene. But those ladies over at that lets you know how dirty the girls at Married to Medicine are playing. Because y'all getting into some shit that, quite frankly, don't have a fuck thing to do with y'all. Nene over there, girl, done brought out lawsuits and all types of shit. And you ain't heard not one girl hop on the train of girl, this and this and this and that. And when they didn't fuck with Nene on the show, they had legitimate reasons to not fool with Nene on the show. Anyways, girl, I don't even feel like getting into Real Housewives of Atlanta. I shouldn't even brought that up, but I did want to bring that example up. Girl, I'm so pissed off. Girl, y'all don't even understand how bothered I am by this shit. Girl, I'm bothered. Maybe I'm bothered because Quad is one of my faves, but I love Dr. Heavenly too and Dr. Simone. I don't like the way they doing it. I just don't like the way they. I think it like I just never expected these group of ladies to move this way, and because I see them playing a real dirty game, it bothers me to my core. Anyways, girl, I'm gone. Girl, I feel drained. Girl, I'll talk to y'all helpers later. Bye, y'all.